What's going on, guys? It's your boy Blazing Miles, the Raging Son, the Blazing Star, right back with another one. It's your boy, the Raging Son, the Blazing Star, right back with another one. My guys and my girls and my whatnot, it's who is your boy, man? What's good with y'all? Happy full moon to everybody. We outside as fuck, man. It is beautiful as fuck outside. I advise every single one of y'all, no hairline, no life having ass motherfuckers, to go outside. I wasn't even intending to say no hairline, but my spirit made me say no hairline having ass motherfuckers. Shout y'all out, man. Shout the fuck y'all out, man. What's good, my guys? Whatnot. Welcome, my guys and my girls and my whatnot, man. Y'all know me, I like to talk about everything. I don't really like to have a one specific topic, but we will talk about everything in existence, you know what I'm saying? Type shit, man. So let me tell you something. Man. I almost choked on my goddamn carrot, man. No homo pause. So let me tell you something, man. You have to lose something to gain something else, or to gain something better, man. Everybody is full of themselves. I know nowadays everybody has insecurity problems, but from a spiritual POV, everybody is full of themselves. At least if you're alive, you have to be full of yourself. Not even as in an inflated sense of ego, ooh, I'm a gorilla type of level. But full of yourself in a rather spiritual type of level. You have to be fulfilled. Fulfilled with not even satisfaction, but fulfilled with enough life to even be here. That is care. Everybody's fulfilled of themselves, or full of themselves, right? Everybody cares about something, which is what we have to do to be even alive in the first place. If you truly don't give a fuck about life, you would have killed yourself. It's as simple as that, man. It's not even some spiritual hoo-ha, mooha, woo-ha, hocus pocus type shit. If you truly want to be alive, you have to care about yourself, which means you have to be fulfilled. You have to truly hold on to something. Everybody holds on to something, right? And this is where the dilemma starts. This is where my goddamn live stream comes into play. Everybody cares about something. Everybody's fulfilled with something. But this is of course natural. But we have to conduct this type of mechanism in a healthy type of level. So you being full of yourself, you caring about something is not necessarily in your benefit. Not to say that care is bad, but what you care, not you per se, I'm just speaking in goddamn general, but what you care about might not be the most goddamn beneficial and profitable and healthy thing for you to care about, right? And so many human beings I have encountered, and most importantly, this shit was like apparent throughout my own life, through my own self. So many human beings deeply care about shit which matters none. And what matters is not even as in what's good and what's bad. What matters none means they care about shit which is truly unhealthy. So many human beings care about shit which is destroying their self-confidence, their intelligence, their goddamn will to live. So many people care about shit which is goddamn destroying them, spiritually speaking. And this is very fascinating about this human mechanism, about this human goddamn vessel we all have, we all utilize, right? You can care about something, but what you care about can be deeply detrimental. And so many human beings are not honest with themselves. I know it's like all fun and dandy to say you need to care about something beneficial, but everybody thinks they are doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? At least a majority amount of people think they're doing the right thing. Hence I was saying so many people are full of themselves. But to be full of yourself is not even good per se, you know what I'm saying? To be full of yourself can be very detrimental. Because as I was saying, human beings, everybody's full of themselves nowadays. Everybody thinks they're doing the right thing, genuinely. At least the majority of human beings think they are doing the right thing. Even somebody who's genuinely doing something destructive can think, oh, I'm doing the right thing. Me having a gambling addiction is like the best thing on planet Earth. Me having a VR headset, video game, furry, hentai, porn, jerk-off addiction is the right thing to be into, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not even exaggerating. We dead-ass have people who are into that type of things, into these type of things, who believe they are doing goddamn good shit for their own life. And this is why you have to be honest with yourself. You truly have to be honest with yourself. I was saying this like a while ago. Damn near a year ago. the scariest thing in life is a mirror, because everybody is ugly as fuck, man. Everybody is chopped as a motherfucker, man. I'll keep it 100, man, spiritually speaking. At least the majority of human beings are very, very ugly. Hence, the scariest thing in life is a goddamn mirror. Everybody's running away from a mirror, mentally and even physically. Yeah, your ugly ass may be even afraid of a physical mirror, you know what I'm saying? Why do you think so many people are camera shy? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't truly like themselves. Beyond this physical body matters none, right? We are all beautiful in body. Not everybody, but, you know, who gives a fuck about this physical body? Let's just stick to your mental body, right? The scariest thing in life is a mirror, because people cannot be honest with themselves. They cannot be honest about what they truly care about. And what you truly care about is, of course, what you hold on to. And this is where I transit into the meat and bones of this motherfucking live stream. You have to lose something to gain something better. We all have something, even if you are a piss poor homeless person with no hairline, no family, no money, nothing. Hole in your goddamn socks. Goddamn, you're wearing the same t-shirt since goddamn 3 years straight, even if you are a physical poor person. Goddamn mosquitoes. Like, don't mind me acting retarded. I don't have goddamn autism. It's just like 10,000 mosquitoes are coming for my ass, man. Even if you're a goddamn bum, a literal physical bum, if you're homeless as fuck, if you're poor as fuck, you still have something. Because you still have a spirit, you still have a mind, you still have a heart, you still have a goddamn brain, you still have so many different intelligent chakras, for the lack of less Indian, Eastern, Indian, Asian type of words, spinning inside of you, right? You have so many goddamn things inside of you which are going on. So you do have quite a lot. A trillion, or like, I think 2 trillion, how many cells does a human being have? A whole lot. You have a goddamn whole lot of things going on inside of you. You have something. Everybody has something. And human beings don't like to let go of what they have because they are afraid of being naked. You know, I'm saying, I don't know if you can take it. Yeah, you wanna see me naked. Or some Rihanna type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can take it. Do you truly want to see yourself naked, man? Rihanna was on some good shit. The question is, can you take it, man? Can you truly take it to be motherfucking naked? Shout out to motherfucking Riri and goddamn, was it Bryson Thriller? I think so. And that motherfucker, man. Can you take it, man? Can you truly be naked? Can you motherfucking take it to be naked? Man, that's like a goddamn beautiful saying. Can you take it to be naked, man? That's my shit from now on, man. Can you take it to be naked? You know what I'm saying? Can you take it to be naked? Because this is what's it takes to truly be in a more evolved position, physically speaking. You have to be naked. Not naked in flesh, not naked as in undressing yourself, you know what I'm saying, being in some nudity type of concept, physically speaking. Undressing yourself, nakedness in the mental type of sense. And this is what so many people are afraid of. To let go of what they deeply care about. Not to say that you have to let go of what you deeply care about, but you have to let go of what you deeply care about if what you deeply care about is something negative. And this is where this whole goddamn talking point gets tricky. Human beings don't know when to let go because they don't truly know that whatever they're caring about is something detrimental. Because they lack either honesty or the courage to be truly naked once again. Keyword once again, because we all came into this world naked, mentally and physically. We all came with nothing and we all will leave with nothing. You know what I'm saying? So there's really no reason to let go of something you're attached to. Your attachments can be very, very detrimental, and you have to be honest enough to admit that your attachments may be detrimental. Because they feel good, no, but I don't want to let go of my video game addiction. I don't want to let go of my OnlyFans beating my meat 10,000 times a day addiction. I don't want to let go of sticking my finger 10,000 inches up my ass addiction because it feels good. Yeah, man, it feels good, man. There's so many things feel good, man. Even, I never done crack a day in my life, but I can imagine taking crack might feel good. But is that a justification to do crack? Is that a justification for me to turn into goddamn crack mellow? I don't think so, man. So feelings are not necessarily a good way to measure value, to measure things which are truly, truly valuable and helpful for your ass. Feelings lie. What do they say? The mind plays tricks on you, which is like perfectly true. The mind may play tricks on you if you're retarded, but your mind is only in a position of playing tricks on you if you are motherfucking retarded. If you lack sense, if you lack maturity. Motherfucking maturity. It takes a shit ton of not even a shit ton, it takes a healthy level of maturity to be able to even discern what's right for you and what's not right for you. Which is like the basic requirement to be even labeled as a motherfucking grown-ass man, as a grown-ass woman. To have the ability to decipher what's right and what's wrong, yeah. Alright, it might feel good to snort 10,000 goddamn lines of cocaine. But is that shit good for you? I don't think so, man. I do not think so. Like, this is why discipline, being harsh, being strict, and even Saturn is linked to maturity. Because this is what it takes to be mature. Not to say that you have to be like a Capricorn or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant or whatnot. But that's like a quality you need to possess to be even mature in spirit. Because maturity is not goddamn proportional to you being old. Age and growth are not proportional. Meaning, age is not making you wise. Growing old is not making you automatically mature. I mean, I have family members who are like damn near 40 years old who still act like a goddamn teenager. Spending all their money and time on cigarettes, not having a house, still living in my grandma's basement. Yeah, I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all, man. Yeah, boy has seen it all, man. I've seen it all, man. Age and maturity are not proportional. For everybody who does not know math, let me break it down for you. You know what I'm saying? I graduated high school at the age of 17. And I go to university. I'm quite a smart ass. So let me break it down to you. This is what proportional goddamn mathematics look like. Let's just say this goddamn piece of grass is a goddamn mathematical function. It's a goddamn straight, meaning it's growing. And it has two sides to it, like the goddamn x-axis and the y-axis, you know what I'm saying? And both grow, which means both goddamn factors x and y are proportional, which causes this piece of grass to motherfucking grow. To break it down in less abstract type of terminology, growth is not acquired by you growing old. Growth is truly acquired by you reflecting on yourself. Hence you can be a goddamn 50-year-old motherfucker and you still can act childish. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this to say that, man. You need to have enough maturity to understand whatever you care about, whatever you attach to, whatever you hold onto, whatever you have right now as far as your physical and mental gains, whatever you're gaining, your accumulation, whatever you care about. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you have right now, physically speaking, might not be right for you. It might not be good for you. And you don't need to be afraid of letting shit go, man. Look at this goddamn biggest mosquito. Hold on, let me smack this. Woo! My bad, man. What the fuck? I just had to smack a goddamn mosquito, man. Holy motherfucking shit, man. But anyways, my guys, that's what I was saying, man. My bad for knocking on y'all asses out, man. My bad, man. We shall be straight now. Literally. My phone shall be in place. We shall be straight now. Shout y'all out, my guys and my girls and my what? You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be afraid to be naked, mentally speaking. Because this is what you have to be into, or like this is what the requirement was for you to even be born. You had to be naked. You had to be open enough. You had to be free enough to be goddamn clean, spiritually speaking, for you to even come into a new life, for you to even come into a new womb, for you to be even born out a goddamn woman. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to be afraid of losing something. When, like, you are alive right now, which implies that you have died from a previous life. Fuck a previous life. You have evolved and changed from a different circumstance. Let's just say you're 15 years old right now. Meaning, once upon a time you was 10 years old. So you let everything go, which you had, mentally and physically speaking, as a 10-year-old goddamn dude. To the point you allowed yourself to become 15 years old. Fuck even past lives. It's apparent in this life. In order to grow, in order to see something bigger, in order to see something new, you have to let go of something old. Which a lot of people are afraid of because they lack maturity, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. Motherfuckers may be 50 years old, 60 years old, but they still function like a damn teenager. Trust me, I've seen it all in my life, man. I've seen people who are like grown as hell, but they act like a goddamn teenager. And even me myself, man, when I was 15 years old, I damn near was already a goddamn adult, man, mentally speaking, you know what I'm saying? Your boy has matured quite quickly, man. Your boy has matured quite quickly, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. Like the motherfucking last stream if you haven't. What the fuck are y'all doing? But anyways, I'm just kidding, I don't really give a fuck. That's like really the conundrum, the battle, or like the conflict everybody needs to get over. As soon as possible, man. Don't be afraid to be naked. Don't be afraid to lose something, to gain something new. Because this is mandatory. You do this anyways, but it's just a question of willingness. When you do something unwillingly, it doesn't feel right, man. Have you ever been into school? When you do something against your own will, it doesn't feel right, man. But if you do something willingly, then it does feel right, man. Then it's goddamn pleasant. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound vulgar, but let's make this analogy. When you have sex willingly, it feels good. But if you get raped, I don't know if you enjoy that experience, man. You know what I'm saying? To put it bluntly, man. To put it motherfucking bluntly. To put it bluntly, you know what I'm saying? It's a goddamn Sagittarius full moon, goddamn Gemini sun in the sky, man. To put it motherfucking bluntly, man. It's a question of being willing. And to be willing is to be ready. And readiness comes from you having a right mind. It's like the intellect. It's like Mercury. You have to be ready. And when you're ready, you are prepared. And now you are willing to go. Now you are ready to go. But to truly be in a space of being ready, all it takes is for you to develop enough intelligence. A sufficient mind, which allows you to be goddamn ready. But some of y'all are never ready. Not y'all per se who are like watching this video, but I'm speaking in general, man. I'm speaking in general. I'm talking to myself really right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't take shit personal. I'm talking to myself right now. In reality, I'm talking to nobody. I'm in my backyard. I'm in my garden. In front of my phone, seeing my own reflection, talking to myself, man. So if you take shit personal right here, you have issues, man. But we all have issues, so I don't even blame you, man. We all have issues, man. We all have issues, baby. I have issues. Trust me, I have issues. You have issues. Your mama has issues. We all have issues. Nobody's truly perfect. But we try. All right? So don't even take it personal. We all try. We all are ass. We all fail. We all are retarded. But we try, all right? And that's enough, man. That's enough, man. As long as you're trying, you're alright, man. You know what I'm saying? You're alright. What I was saying? Yeah. It's all about being willing to let go. But you cannot be willing if you are unprepared. When you are not prepared, you ain't willing. You refuse. You are in resistance towards life. You know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily a beneficial trait or mindset to possess when it comes to pursuing serious growth. You know what I'm saying? And to truly be ready, to truly be wise, to truly be goddamn willing, you need to have intelligence. Why do you think the sign of Virgo is linked to Mercury, the planet of intelligence? Because preparation takes intelligence. You have to be ready. You have to be sophisticated to do something, to put in the practicality, to put in the routine, to put in the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? To dig up under these roots. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different story. That's perfectly conducive to this goddamn live stream. It's a question of wisdom. It's a question of being wise. You know what I'm saying? It's a question of being wise. You know what I'm saying? You see how this goddamn live stream is a perfect synchronicity to this full moon and this Gemini sun. I'm a cold-ass motherfucker, man. I'm a cold-ass motherfucker. But that's just life, man. Nature plays out the way it does, and I move the way I do because of nature. I ain't shit, man. Trust me, I ain't shit, man. You ain't shit. If I ain't shit, you ain't shit either, man. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't shit, the God of the universe. If I ain't shit, you ain't shit either. I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you, and I'm just kidding. But seriously, nature plays out the way it does, right? Nature does things, and you act after nature. So by default, we are all affected by nature. But that's all different story for you. So you have to be ready. You truly have to be ready. And I get it. It's not easy to let go of something you deeply care about, especially when you truly see what you care about is not beneficial. The most relatable goddamn example I can goddamn make up, which summarizes my talking point perfectly, is this right here. You might be in a relationship with a girl or with a guy, whatever gender you are, or if you're like a homosexual or not, I don't give a fuck. You might be in a goddamn relationship with somebody for, let's say, for 4 years, right? And that person you're in a relationship with, you deeply care about that person. But after quite a while, let's just say after like 4 years, you start to realize, damn, that person might not be a good influence for my life. Damn, that person might not be the right type of person, I need to have in my life. By default, goddamn mosquitoes. By default, having that realization that whatever you deeply care about or whoever you deeply care about might not be good for you hurts, right? But still, you have to do what needs to be done. You still have to cut off that connection in some way, shape, or form. Let me tell you something. What do you think happens when you don't cut off a connection? I'll give you some time to think as I chew a bit of my as I got and eat my carrot, right? What do you think will happen if you don't cut off a connection which is unhealthy? What do you think, huh? What do you think? Let me tell you something. I'll tell you what happens. Physically speaking, I'll tell you what happens. Keyword, physically speaking. I'm not diving into some hoo-ha-moo-ha concepts. Physically speaking, I'll tell you what happens. God damn, let me chew this carrot. There we go. Physically speaking, if your body is not cutting off unhealthy cells, dead cells inside of your system, if your body holds on to dead and outdated and goddamn sick cells, your body starts to have cancer, or your body starts to develop cancer. Why do you think cancer is linked to connection? Because when you don't get rid of something sick, it starts to be very dangerous. It starts to be very, very nasty. It starts to be very, very ugly. Physically speaking, you start to develop cancer if a cell in your body is not willing to die. Did you know that shit? Literally. If your body is not able or not goddamn aware that something needs to go, something dead needs to go, your body starts to develop cancer. Literally. And that's a mental principle too. When you cannot let go of something dead, something past, something outdated, keyword past, a memory, when you cannot let go of something mentally speaking which is past and outdated, you start to develop unhealthy mind states, which of course build your body, which will make your body sick too. So this shit ain't no joke, man. This shit ain't no joke, man. Trust me, this shit ain't no joke, man. This shit ain't no joke, man. Why do you think these Greek-ass, white-ass motherfuckers with small dicks called cancer? Because this is a mechanism. The zodiac sign of Cancer is an energy to hold on to something. We all have the ability to hold on, to care. You know what I'm saying? To nurture. But if we care, if we hold on, if we nurture things which are absolutely ass, spiritually and physically speaking, we start to develop physical cancer. We start to develop sickness. We start to develop diseases, right? Hence, you have to bring in balance. Balance is opposition. When you cannot handle what you care about or what you hold on to, you need to bring in the other spectrum, which is what? Capricorn, right? Capricorn, maturity. So you need to have maturity when it comes to what you care about. So you can bring in balance, so that moon can become whole. So you can have reality and the moon. Or in simpler words, you can be full circle. You can go full circle. So you have to have maturity. You absolutely have to have maturity. If you do not have maturity over what you care about, you will care about foolish shit. You will care about childish shit. Why do you think cancer is linked to children or like babies? Because care in and of itself can be very childish. Care can be abused to care about shit which is not giving you anything in return. Or even worse, harming your ass. You know what I'm saying? So keep that shit in mind, man. This shit ain't no joke, man. This shit ain't no joke, man. This shit ain't no joke, man. This shit ain't no motherfucking joke, man. Y'all leave a like if you haven't. Know what I'm saying? But I really don't give a fuck. Like or don't like, I don't give a fuck. Know what I'm saying? So this is what happens when you truly care about something without maturity. You may be very susceptible to care about something which is absolutely childish, absolutely detrimental, unwise and immature. You know what I'm saying? Because this is even why Cancer inconjuncts Sagittarius. What you care about might not always be wise. What you care about might not always be the most mature thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Hence it opposes Capricorn too. But I don't even give a fuck about astrology like that, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't like to talk about astrology, man. I don't. I absolutely don't. Yeah, boy, I absolutely don't, man. No astrology for you guys. I'm sorry. Now give me 2 seconds. I need to refresh my damn shit. We are refreshed. We are refreshed. We are refreshed. Damn, time flies like a motherfucker, man. It's already 10 p.m. 10:08, 8 after 10. What the fuck? This shit crazy, man. Time flies. This shit crazy. Time flies like a motherfucker, man. Get your mind right, time flies. I'm not feeling you, shout out Ice Spice. That was like one of my first bouts, man. Get your mind right, time flies, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your motherfucking mind right. And eat healthy, man. Your body is like precious. You only have one body. You don't get any more bodies, man. You only have one body. So take care of it. And use it wisely. Use it motherfucking wisely. You see, you still got time. You don't know how much time you got left, but all you know is you have time. And that's a gift. To have time is a gift. Because time is life. The fact that you have time to watch my live stream, time to jerk off later, time to beat your wife later, which I don't advise, it's just a possibility. Time to watch TV later, time to, I don't know, man, watch YouTube shorts later. The fact that you have time in and of itself is beautiful, which means you deserve to be alive. You only get what you deserve, after all, right? You only will get what you deserve after all, right? Which is something you need to keep in mind, man. When you are alive, you deserve to be alive, which is beautiful, right? So show God that you care about your life and do something beneficial. Do something wise. Evolve yourself. Goddamn, be a goddamn spiritual adult, physical adult, whatever kind of age gap you are, or whatever age you're going through right now, man. It doesn't matter, man. I started to be a spiritual adult when I was 15, man. You know what I'm saying? I found channels like Dollar Apartment when I was 15, man. So shout out, man. There's no excuse, man. There's no excuse. But at the same time, there is. It's just a level of balance. Age can be restrictive because you still need to learn. But age is still no goddamn barrier or like excuse to confine in your retardation. However old you are. You know what I'm saying? My bad, yeah. Let me chew my carrot in peace. I have 4 missing teeth, man. My jaw is kinda weak, man. Let me goddamn swallow my carrot in peace, no homo pause. But seriously, when you are alive right now, you deserve to be alive. And show God that you truly appreciate life, that you don't take this life for granted. I don't like to talk about too much personal shit, but I just goddamn hang myself on the cross. I was always a very healthy individual. I was always like a jock. Very, very sportly, goddamn gifted. I was very good at sports. I was a very good athlete. Very, very good at running, very fast. I used to be in very, very good physical shape. I still am. But then out of nowhere I got severely sick, which almost cost my life, man. Which almost got me out of here, that goddamn disease. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. So ever since then, I started to realize that life can be over so fast. It's goddamn incredible. Like, I always used to think, I still think that shit. That I'm the god of the universe, everything belongs to me. Not as in people, but energies. That everything is beautiful, that I'm the motherfucking goat. I'm immortal. I'm very young. I still am, man. I still think that way. But then out of nowhere, I got reminded how precious and how fragile life is. Life is extremely fragile. Life can be over just like that, man. Nobody's truly safe of diseases. If you don't treat yourself right, you can goddamn be sick at the age of goddamn 2 years old, 3 years old. There is no limit to goddamn sickness. There is no age gap to sickness. All I'm saying is life is very, very fragile, man. Trust me, life is fragile. Even if you're like me, if you think you're untouchable, I'm the god of the universe, I still think that way, so who am I fooling? But I got reminded of my mortality. I really did. And ever since then, I don't take shit. Man, what can I say, man? Ever since then, man, I don't take shit for granted as far as health. Because health overall is the highest form of life or like the highest thing to achieve. Believe it or not, man. It sounds comical because health is so ordinary. It's so normal to breathe without having, I don't know, the goddamn troubles. To be, or like without having goddamn problems. It's so normal to goddamn hear something. It's so normal to goddamn see something without problems. It's so normal to goddamn walk with problems. It's so normal to goddamn be able to eat something without having goddamn excruciating sensations of pain in your stomach or some shit like that, man. We all take, not we all, but many people take health for granted. Which is detrimental. So this is what I'm saying, man. Whatever you have inside of you, as far as your mind stays, what you care about, might not always be the right thing to have inside of you. That entitlement to life, that goddamn desire to goddamn jerk off 20,000 times to suspicious as furry hentai 3D VR video games. Whatever the fuck you care about might not be it, chief. It might not be it, G. It might not be it, man. Trust me, it might not be it. And it's so goddamn crucial. It's so goddamn painful for a lot of human beings because they don't truly have the wisdom to see whatever they care about, if it's right or if it's wrong. And how do you acknowledge something being right or wrong? It's simply your results. Do you breed healthy results or do you breed unhealthy results? Do you make yourself healthy or do you make yourself like you got the look like you're 50 years old while you're 20? It's like as simple as that, man. Do you look like 20 when you're 20 or do you look like 20,000 when you're 20? Do you look like you already have like a goddamn bald head at 20 or do you look like you have a goddamn full grown head of hair on your goddamn head? You know what I'm saying? Do you still look like you have your goddamn hair on your place? But beyond having a hairline, beyond being goddamn in physical type of shape, caring about something is life. So the question is, what the fuck do you even care about? Do you care about the next election? Do you care about Michelle Obama having a dick or a pussy? What the fuck do you even care about? And you know what you care about, if it's good or if it's bad, based on results. And you have to be honest enough to admit you got them wrongdoings. When you see something, you have to be honest enough to acknowledge if it's right or if it's wrong. Because we all know right from wrong. We all can goddamn distinguish right from wrong. It's no question of a lack of intelligence. We all do what we do. We all know what we know. So it's just a question of having the discipline and the maturity to practice what we preach. Damn near everybody knows. Damn near everybody knows better. But that's not the end all and be all. Because after knowing comes discipline. Why do you think after Sagittarius is Capricorn, the sign of doing something, the sign of being disciplined, the sign of being on your shit? You just can't be like, yeah, I know. But then you still do goddamn crack. But then you still swallow 10,000 goddamn perks. You see what I'm saying? Knowing better and doing better. Two pair of shoes, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. Yeah, know what I'm saying? And you always walk in your... Holy fucking shit, man. Thank you for telling me. Shout out to Cameron, man. There we go, man. Shout out to motherfucking Cameron. MVP, man. Motherfucking MVP, man. If you wouldn't reminded me of me being mute, I would talk like 10,000 hours on mute, man. What the fuck? Shout out to you, I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to motherfucking Cameron. But I was saying, your wisdom is what you stand on. Your wisdom is how you progress. You can only walk as far, you can only progress as far as your wisdom is. If your wisdom is strong, you can walk very far. If your wisdom is weak, you cannot walk very far. Because physically speaking, what do you even stand on? Let's just make an allegory. Physically speaking, what do you stand on? Your goddamn feet. And spiritually speaking, how do your feet got manufactured? How did you develop that organ we call your goddamn feet? It is your Pisces area. It is your 12th house. It is your wisdom. It is your belief. Meaning, your wisdom, your faith, your belief is what gets you forward. It is what's allowing you to progress. It is what you stand on after all, and most importantly, you know what I'm saying? It is your motherfucking feet. So treat your wisdom like your ability to progress in life. If you don't have wisdom, you will go nowhere. Some of y'all are not y'all per se, not y'all who are watching me. Everybody who watches me is a motherfucking goat. Shout y'all motherfucking out. Y'all amazing. But some of y'all don't even have feet, spiritually speaking. Y'all are like esoteric Steve Hawkins. Y'all sit in a wheelchair. Oh my god. Because y'all cannot stand for shit. Y'all do not have wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, spiritually speaking, your spirit is not having the organ we call feet. Meaning your spirit cannot walk forward. It's as simple as that, man. So your wisdom is how you progress. Your wisdom is how you walk. You know what I'm saying? And don't be no esoteric Steve Hawking. Motherfucking esoteric Steve Hawking. Develop some feet, spiritually speaking. Develop some motherfucking feet. Which simply means develop the ability to walk. To walk your motherfucking walk. Progression, baby. Motherfucking progression. It's as simple as that, man. And it's not even hard to develop wisdom. You just need to be in a clear type of mind state. We have, hold on a sec. There we go. We have billions of tools, billions of angles how to develop a clear mind. So you just do what works best for you. But this is key, to have a very clear mind. Because a clear mind develops wisdom. Which is perfectly conducive to this title. Learn how to let go, to gain something new. Spiritually speaking, you cannot hold on to shit. You absolutely cannot hold on to shit. At least toxic shit. Evil shit. Detrimental shit. You know what I'm saying? You cannot hold on to stinking ass bullshit, spiritually speaking, mentally speaking, to be more accurate. Mentally speaking, you cannot hold on to absolute horse shit. To absolute bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what it takes to see something new. Do not be afraid to let go of what you have right now. Because what you have right now might not be the end all and be all. Why do you think you always keep progressing in life? You don't think the way you think when you were 7 years old. You don't move the way you move when you was like a 2-year-old. You know what I'm saying? You always move differently. You always change because change is good. Change is very healthy. Change is a goddamn blessing. Even though you will never be less. But change is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Change is bliss. But society conditions human beings to be afraid of change. Change simply means to let go of something, to see something new. You're always changing, physically speaking. Your body is always changing. You have changed so many times, it is extremely, extremely incredible. So do not be afraid of change. You will always change. Even if you are afraid, it doesn't matter. You will change. If you're afraid or not, ready or not, here I come, gonna find you. Type shit, ready or not, man, you will change regardless. Life is not waiting for anybody. Life is waiting for no man and no woman. It doesn't matter. Life doesn't give a fuck, man. You can die today. Guess what? The sun is still rising tomorrow. You can be afraid today. Guess what? Trees are still growing. You can be, I don't know, you can be very resentful today. Guess what? Clouds are still forming. Life moves the way it moves regardless. You are not that important. Get out of your ego, man. You know what I'm saying? Hence, I was saying in the very, very beginning, everybody's full of themselves. Everybody is very full of themselves. But you ain't that special. Not to say that you have no value, but put things into perspective. This existence is very, very grand, very grandiose, and very, very vast and large. Things go beyond you, right? So don't even take your own self that seriously. Because to be full of yourself means you take your own self very, very seriously. It's like the axis between Cancer and Capricorn. When you are full of yourself, when you have a lot of waters inside of you, when you deeply, 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 extremely care about something, you start to be serious, you start to condense, you start to be very heavy, which is not healthy, to say the least, spiritually speaking. So stay light, stay easy, stay peachy creamy, stay light as a goddamn feather. Because things will always change, and change is good. Society is conditioning everybody to be afraid of change, to goddamn be rooted in comfort. Hell, society is conditioning people to stay in one place for the rest of their life. I mean, technically speaking, everybody is staying in the same place physically for that goddamn reason, because of society. You live in the same house for the rest of your life. You don't even move from your couch. You don't even move from your goddamn home. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that you have to goddamn move. 24/7, but put things into perspective, man. Society's teaching y'all motherfuckers to be goddamn stiff as a board, to be like a motherfucking rock, to be like a motherfucking bullshit-ass individual who's not changing, who's not evolving, who's not seeing anything new. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's needed to see something great. To be willing to sacrifice all shit, man. All shit which is not serving you. I'm not saying be the spiritual King Von and kill everything, mentally speaking. I'm not saying be the reincarnation of King Von, mentally speaking, and get rid of